Hello, my name is Stephanie and I'm the journalist for the Committee on Employment for the Leinster Regional Session of 2021. The following is a short video about the cultural issues which exist within this topic with the committee chair, Zak Aboukrhes.
The term brain drain was taken by the Royal Society, so this kind of just described scientists and people involved in tech traveling from post-war Europe over to North America in hopes of a better life and better employment opportunities. So there was lots of movement per se from countries such as Asia to the United States, Canada, Australia and the United Kingdom, but for the essence of our topic we're going to be looking at mainly Europe. So there's a few different types of brain drain. There is organizational brain drain, which is where very highly qualified employees from large corporations go and work in the same corporation or similar corporations in other countries, also known as sabbaticals. So that's where they'll go and work for a year plus in the same company, in the same organization, working on the same information. There's also geographical. So that would be people coming from smaller rural towns, also in Ireland. So people coming from the West Coast up to Dublin for educational purposes or for employment purposes if there's not enough jobs. A key sector of this would be teaching. There's a lot of people coming up to Dublin looking for employment in teaching, but there's not a lot of post-second level schools in rural Ireland. Then there's also industrial, which is from one sector of the industry to another. So that would be highly skilled workers in construction coming over from Eastern European countries to Ireland to take up the construction jobs. Italy would be one of the main countries that we'd take note of, because this country would have a lot of human flight in a sense, which is where all three aspects of brain drain come into one, and they lose a lot of immigration. Currently, the situation with Erasmus, which is basically a program that students are able to go and study abroad or work abroad for a year. It's a partnership with the European Union, which was just extended until 2027. So in 2019, there were 77,000 students on Erasmus in Europe. So although this does seem like a great thing, it does provide students with great opportunities. It does also increase the chances of brain drain in many member states. As it increases students' mobilities, they get a taste for life in another country and work in another country, and it also gives them a transferable degree. So in Europe, we use ECTS, which is the European Credit Transfer System, which means all European degrees have the exact same compatibility, no matter what European state you go to. So that also increases brain drain as the employment opportunities and qualifications are the same no matter where you go. So obviously there is some exceptions to that, such as medicine and law, where you do need to take certain courses, but a law degree in Ireland would stand to the same level as a law degree in Germany. You just have to supplement that with German law. So then the Global Competitiveness Index is a system designed to look at how many people are least able and most able to retain their citizens and basically the competitiveness of each state in the workforce. So Eastern and Southern EU member states are among the world's worst countries and they're least able to retain their talent. So that would be Romanians. Currently there are nearly 3 million Romanians living in another member state and working, and this obviously concerns highly skilled workers in the construction force. Obviously this isn't because they want to leave, but sometimes there's not enough money, there's not enough jobs, there's not enough employment, and sometimes they're pushed from their regions by poverty and scarce economic opportunities. But this does provide more opportunities to that state in the form of remittances. So remittances are basically where a person moves away to a different state and then they send money back to their family in that state, increasing economic output and increasing economic stability in that country. So it is a win-win situation in a sense, but it does also cause some economic downturn. Looking at the future of this topic, there will be increased brain drain in member states. In Bosnia, there's almost 50% of the population emigrating, and that is looking at current students as well who will be emigrating in the future. And Albania has 40% of students emigrating, and these are only projected to go higher with a 7% increase every year on students leaving after university. And those two countries, together with North Macedonia, create more than 1/3 of the university-educated workforce who was living abroad from those three countries in 2017. So as we've mentioned before, Erasmus is an amazing opportunity, but does this create more brain drain and does this create more economic inequality?
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Leinster Regional Session 2021 podcasts. We look forward to meeting you at the session.